the opposite sign as the x-intercept.
So would it be like x minus 3?
Exactly. Yes, this one will be x minus 3. This one will be x minus 1. This one is x plus 1. Okay? But we don't have to work it out every time. I'm just writing this one down as an example. But once you know that, kind of like when we found the equation using the factors, we multiplied them. Once you realize that, you just change the sign. X plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 3. Okay, I'm going to make a little note right here. Change sign. Exactly. Change sign of x-intercepts. Okay, and again, I only used one example here, but it's for all three of them. Okay, so the first thing it says is find the factors from the x-intercepts. We're going to plug those into our equation. So our equation will be y equals a times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 3. Okay, always our equation is y equals a, and then your three factors. And then step 2 says label x and y on our fourth point, okay? So our first three are these. We just use those to find the factors. Our fourth point is up here. Okay, that's x, y. Okay, x is 0, y is 3. All right, step 2 is label them. Step 3 is plug them into the equation. So in my equation, where I see y, I'm going to put 3. And where I see x, I'm going to put 0. Now, the equation that we started with, we almost have all the information we need. Because we have the y, we have x plus 1, x minus 1, and x minus 3. The only piece of information that we need to have our completed equation is we need a. Okay, so that's why we plugged in x and y here. Now a is the only thing we don't have, and we can solve for a. Okay, so, and this is easy math. Okay, 3 equals a. We simplify. Okay, 0 plus 1, 1. Right, 0 minus 1, negative 1. 0 minus 3, negative 3. Okay, so we simplified those three parentheses, right? Now these are 3 parentheses side by side, meaning we need to multiply them. 1 times negative 1, negative 1 times negative 3, right? Positive 3, right? So it's 3 equals a times 3. Once we multiplied those together, that equals 3. And we're solving for a. So usually when we have a number with the variable, it's in front, but because of the way this equation was set up, the 3 is after the a. But it's still a times 3. So to solve for a, we need to divide by this number, okay, 3. It happens to be the same on these. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, so in this one, a is 1. Solve for a. Last thing we need to do is plug it into our original equation. So this 1, we'll plug it in right there. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite the equation. Y equals 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 3. Okay, and that is the equation of our graph right here to the left. Okay, these 3 factors told us the x-intercepts. Okay, the a itself tells us how high these the peaks and the valleys go. Okay, we could see the x-intercepts from the graph. And this point right here gives us just enough more information that only one equation could fit all 4 of those points, and it's this equation. The way that you can check it is if you go to y equals, right, and I put in my answer equation. And graph it, it should give me the graph that looks like this. Okay, mine's not perfect because I made it a little bit round, but you can still see it goes through all the right points. Okay, negative 1, 0, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3, 0. Okay, it's the same graph as this. Okay? I'm going to do a couple more. Okay, this next one, I'm going to get you started, and then I'm going to let you do the end of it. Okay, and on the last one, I'm going to have you do the whole thing. The third one, like this, I'm going to have you do the whole thing. Okay, so on this one, we're going to draw our graph again. One point that's important is -2, 0. Another one is 0, 0.
Bless you. No problem. Happy home.
Another one is 4, 0.